Canada Banking Info Collection, Your Expectations versus Reality according to Justin Trudeau. On October 29, 2018, the Honourable Candice Bergen, Portage Lisgar, CPC, stood in Parliament during question period. She talked to troubling reports this previous weekend that Statistics Canada was taking part in Canada Banking Info collection without the consent of the people whose info was being asked for. Statistics Canada notified financial institutions, charge card businesses as well as credit reporting companies that it anticipates them to turn over individual financial information of a minimum of 500,000 Canadians without their consent or authorization. Also even worse, financial institutions will not be able to notify their customers that the federal government is looking at all their financial transactions. The noticeable issue is that with a lengthy history of federal government personal privacy violations, Canadians are appropriately stressed over both the collection as well as the security of their individual economic deals. Ms. Bergen needed to know why the Liberals are accumulating the individual information of Canada without telling them. Our PM reacted by stating that the federal government is ensuring that the individual information of Canadians is secured. Stats Canada will certainly make use of the anonymized information for analytical functions only. No individual details will be revealed. He stated that he understands, which is a way of repeating rumors or hearsay, or worse, that he truly does not understand whatsoever, that Statistics Canada is proactively involved with the Privacy Commissioner's Office, to make sure Canadians' financial details stay safeguarded and private. High-grade and prompt information is important to guaranteeing that federal government programs stay pertinent as well as efficient for Canadians. Ms. Bergen responded that the Liberal federal government strategies to access the individual details of Canadians without their knowing about it or permission. This consists of individual details like payments, internet purchases, charge card purchases, cash money withdrawals and e-transfers between members of a family. She wants to know if the Prime Minister will do the right thing and guarantee Canadians that this invasion into their lives will be stopped. Prime Minister Trudeau said to the House of Commons and all Canadians that it was the Conservative federal government that selected to terminate the long-form census as a method of protecting an individual's exclusive info. So our PM is saying that in some way our private financial transactions is a straight substitute for basic analytical demographics? I don't think so. Exactly how can the Prime Minister warrant these activities, which are plainly an offense of Canadians' personal privacy? Prime Minister Justin Trudeau just blabbed more of the same and then blamed the Conservatives for making assaults on information and privacy. Canada Banking Info Collection, the law. The Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act, SC 2000, circa 5, PIPTA, Canada's federal private sector privacy legislation, was specifically amended on the issue of privacy. Schedule the 1st of Section 5 of PIPTA states that 4.3 Principle 3. Consent. The knowledge and consent of the individual are required for the collection, use, or disclosure of personal information, except where inappropriate. Emphasis added. What is one of the exceptions? In certain circumstances personal information can be collected, used, or disclosed without the knowledge and consent of the individual. For example, legal, medical, or security reasons may make it impossible or impractical to seek consent. When information is being collected for the detection and prevention of fraud or for law enforcement, seeking the consent of the individual might defeat the purpose of collecting the information. So, looking at the exceptions, this only bolsters my hunch that the real reason for collecting the information is not to evaluate the viability and effectiveness of existing government social programs. Rather, it will be used to evaluate and amend the effectiveness of tax investigation programs and to provide direct new information for Canada Revenue Agency to bolster current and start new investigations. That is why the information is being collected without Canadians' consent to invade their privacy. People may very well have been engaging in tax evasion. I, of course, do not condone it. Criminal charges aside, Canadians who evade taxes and get caught will now have a huge income tax bill to pay and many won't be able to. There will be many high tax debtors who will not be able to afford a voluntary payment with CRA. Such a voluntary payment plan will require you to pay your original income tax debt, plus all penalties and interest, in full to Her Majesty. For those who will not be able to afford such a voluntary payment plan, bankruptcy is definitely not your first option. You would have to look at a debt settlement restructuring proposal as a first choice. Bankruptcy should be your last option. If you have received legal advice that you don't really have a case, or you can't afford to fight it out in court or pay the income tax debt that renders you insolvent, then you need the help of a professional trustee. The Ira Smith team has years of experience of negotiating with CRA on behalf of tax debtors. Call us today for your free consultation.
I hope you enjoyed the video. The Ira Smith team is available to help you at any time. We offer sound advice and a solid plan for starting over, starting now, so that you'll be well on your way to a debt-free life in no time. For more information on a no-cost basis, please visit our website or call us. Our website and telephone details are coming right up now. Ow.